The way I missed that 205 schedule so hard. Girl, let me tell you what happened with me last night. Okay. First of all, I didn't even go to sleep last night. I went to sleep this morning. Let me get that straight. Okay. Um, I think because it's like I'm so used to waking up on Sunday at 4 in the morning. So I had stayed up so late to the point to where it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And so my body is like, well, you need to go ahead and stay up, knowing that I don't have nothing to do on Sunday as far as I'm concerned. And I don't have nothing to do on Sunday. I have nothing to do on Sunday. So it's kind of weird for me to do that. It's strange. I was like, okay, I know I don't have to work on Sunday right now. Like a month from now, it's going to change. But I know I had to work on Sunday. I ain't been working on Sunday. Even when I be picking up little gigs here and there with catering, I have not been working on Sunday. I've been working mostly like the last time the other job I did, it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The next job I'm gonna be doing is on Friday. So it's kind of weird. I was like, why? But it's like I'm so used to waking up 4 in the morning to work at 7 a.m. that my body, like by the time I got to 3 o'clock, it wouldn't let me go to sleep. So that's why I was not on here. I woke up at 10, but was I woke up at 10. And I should have stayed up because I don't need to be sleeping too long. But I think it's because I slept too long on Saturday. And I felt like I slept too long. When I started sleeping too long, it's up. But you know, my body is disoriented anyway. It's cold, raining outside. I hate it here. It's like freaking 40 degrees and raining. So yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. I decided on Sundays, either Sundays or Saturdays, I'm gonna talk about some videos, give commentary on videos that uh spark my interest or pique my interest, whichever one makes sense. So let's get it started with the weird. Yeah. Let's do it here. Let me see which ones I got at the top real quick first. Real quick, real. And I saved them all. Um, I saved them all. Oh Lord. I saved them all on Saturday, on Friday, because it's just something. So yeah. So this is a video right here that piqued my interest.
This Italian man took photos of aliens from planet Clarion, located 150,000 light years from Earth. He said he was abducted in September of '81. The planet is located in the Eagle Galaxy, 150,000 light years away. Dude, this guy is a journalist, scientist, official speaker at many international congress. I mean, and he worked as a professor at the University of Eastern Piedmont. You know he's not lying. Dude, he's only 7 years old whenever he first got abducted, right? They erased his memory. His first in '81. He take him to a secret base in the Amazon rainforest. What? He remembered his first contact. He argued that aliens live forever and come from the main source of life where eternity is created. He didn't explain what kind of source he was talking about, though. According to Cavallo, he'd been abducted several times. Aliens revealed shocking facts about the universe to him, and he's trying to convey them to people, but they're not listening. This is a little book. It's called Beyond the Heavens. Y'all need to check it out. Seriously. For example, I told him that there's not 9 planets, but there's 12 planets. I never dared to call myself a messenger or even an ambassador of Star Peoples. I never believed I was the chosen one. He even claimed that he took a bunch of pictures of them, basically. Okay, and they looked a lot like us. Yada yada yada. Their facial expressions.
First of all, they don't look nothing like me. I got brown hair, brown eyes. I'm just brown. They look nothing like me.
Somewhat different art. Anyways, I don't know, man. What do y'all think? Have y'all seen this yet?
He even looks strange, this guy that he's talking about. So, this basically Italian man took photos of aliens from the planet Clarion, located 150,000 light years from Earth. Okay. He said he keeps claiming that he keeps getting abducted, and his first experience started at 7 years old. Just in case you guys didn't understand him, because he's country, and y'all swear up and down y'all understand people in the country, because y'all think nobody from the country know how to speak English. It's our English, okay? I don't make fun of the way you talk. Stop making fun of the way we talk. So I find it weird that this man say this, and he himself looked like those people. Cause look at his eyes. I ain't ever seen eyes like that before. And I have cousins who have straight up hazel eyes. He said he never thought he would be ambassador for the people. But he's becoming the ambassador for these people. Quite interesting. Very interesting. It's funny because last night I've been watching a lot of alien movies, a lot of AI movies. So the movie I watched last night, I started 3 movies and watched them for an hour. The first one was Star Trek Into the Darkness. That's the one with it's a brand new one, and you know it's Chris Pine, Zoe Saldana, John Cho, Benedict Cumberbatch. Then I went on and I decided to watch Artificial Intelligence, AI, which is Joel Osment that's in the movie. Jude Law that plays a sex robot. And girl, the way we gonna be doing these robots wrong in the future. Y'all know y'all excited for the AI, but y'all gonna be treating them dead ass wrong. Like she was just so awful to this baby. And I know he's a robot, but it's like that's still the robot is programmed to be a child, and a child is programmed to give unconditional love. I feel like if she did her job as a mother, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, the woman who played his mom, she was an awful mom. I'm sorry. She was an awful mother. She wasn't paying attention to the fact that her son that was sickly was evil. And then his friends were evil. And then he just did that out of fear. Because he, that's all he did. He grabbed the little boy and was like, hey, they're about to attack me. Protect me, please. That's dirty. Then I started watching like a fake documentary about they went to Vegas and they started to see like extraterrestrial in Vegas and stuff like that. That was interesting. So this is interesting find that I saw, but just looking at him in general, it's like, are you sure you're not one of them? Let's keep it going.
Okay, y'all.
Here,
okay. So this is someone who claimed to have found a specific spot where Moses was at in the book of Exodus. Okay.
Alleged site of Mount Sinai, we come across this massive split rock. And one of the most distinguishing features of this is, as you can see below it, and then also to the side, is that the rock is smooth, as if tons and tons of water came straight from that rock down and then filled the area. As we were driving here, the rocks were all jagged, square-shaped, circle-shaped. It was terrible for the car. But then right here, and only right here, below the rock, the area is smooth. Here, the alleged site of Mount Sinai.
So basically, he's saying this is Mount Sinai. Okay? This is where, and because he said, you see the area where it's smooth and where the water was at. That is when the river or the ocean was split. And then the river and the ocean came back together and the water came up to this area. And this is where, they were at. This is not really a conspiracy theory. This is just an interesting thing I found.
We can't get.
I should have said an interesting thing to find. I find.
Yeah, my man, In-N-Out.
Okay, I want you to hear what this guy has to say about In-N-Out Burger. It's weird because he made me crave it more than he brought this up. But this guy is talking about In-N-Out Burger and the warning sign that is on the front door that is hidden in plain sight.
They said go to In-N-Out. I just came right over. It was right down the street. If you look in the background, it is packed. If you look behind me, cars wrapped around the building. Lying down there. They taking orders way down there. But they do they got the warning sign here? Yeah, but they try to put a clear coat on it here. Boom, there go, warning. You see that? They got a clear coat. Certain foods and beverages sold or served here can expose you to chemicals including acrylamide and many fried or baked goods and mercury and fish, which are known to the state of California to cause cancer or birth defects or other reproductive harm. Can y'all see it? Oh, you gotta go right here to see it. Bam! See how they try to put the clear coat acrylic on it? Uh-huh. Yeah, my man, In-N-Out. They said go to In-N-Out. I just came right over. It was right down the street. If you look.
And the thing is, it don't help that he said that and you still have a taste for In-N-Out. I still gotta try In-N-Out. To me, as far as I'm concerned, it said something about the fish. And it said certain drinks and foods have acrylamide and mercury. I know fish contains mercury. And can cause birth defects. So you're not saying there's anything wrong with the cheeseburgers, right? Yes, I'm wrong. I know this, but it's crazy how they have the warning sign in clear coat and hidden in plain sight where you can and you cannot see it. That's all I have to say about this. Y'all be careful.
Yo, if y'all.
It was funny to me before I start this one about the fog. And I want to talk about the fog because I dealt with the fog one night when I was doing an event. And to me, I don't think it just affected me. It affected my Uber driver as well because I was like, what the hell is he doing? But when I say this, y'all be careful with where you eat at. Y'all definitely need to be careful where you eat at. And In-N-Out Burger is a popular place. The line is wrapped around the corner. Everybody's eating. But you have to understand, you have to also have the spirit of discernment. And you have to understand that when it comes to eating at places like that what you're doing. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that y'all eating that's dangerous. Like for an example, when your phone is dying and you have it near your uterus, you're exposing your uterus to radiation. Y'all know when it gets to red, you're supposed to keep it away from you. Some of y'all had that phone in your head and it's all red and stuff. Y'all have it in your bra, all kinds of stuff. So you gotta be careful. I mean, I'm one of the people where I feel like I would go to In-N-Out just one time just to say I tried it. But still, y'all, that's not something you're supposed to be eating every day at all. So the next video is about a guy talking about the fog that's been happening. The temperature, and I will say this, as soon as I was in the fog 2 weeks ago, and my sleeping pattern's been off since. Because I just told you a story about, how I couldn't go to sleep because I'm so used to waking up at 4:30 in the morning to catch my 7:30 meeting. And I dealt with the fog 2 weeks ago when I did an event at my home base. And long story short, girl, The fog was weird. It was crazy to me because I kept getting the energy of do not go out in the fog. Do not go outside the fog. So hear what this guy has to say about the fog.
Peep this comment, yo. Have y'all heads been hurting? Have y'all been feeling weird lately? Like, let's keep it a beam, bro. Because I know people don't like talking about this shit, bro, but some weird shit going on, right? So y'all can see me on FaceTime right now. This my bro here in New Jersey, right? Right around Philly. He said, yo, I keep getting these slight headaches and shit. I don't know what's going on. Like, y'all have to look at this video that I was just explaining something, right? I said that it's been very, very suspect and weird, bro. When I first seen that joint, I'm like, bro, let me see your screen real quick. I'm like, yo, that fog just looked crazy. Like, when I seen it, it made my hair stand up, bro. Like, I had to screen record that joint. Please tell me, y'all, like, this is a serious joint. Is something going on? Do y'all feel like some weird shit's happening to y'all or some shit, bro? Oh my God! Yo, if
There's a movie. There's two movies. There's a movie that is based that's about the fog. It's a movie called The Fog, and basically it was about ancestors that were persecuted against coming back to this small town that was founded by 4 men that persecute these people. And there's a movie called The Mist, and it's based on the book by Stephen King. And it's about basically this fog covers the town, and there's these all forms of kind of weird creatures coming out into this world, and you realize they opened a portal and they couldn't take these animals back and put them back. And like I said, when I was working that shift, I felt weird and I felt aggy. But then once again, during this time of year, I always feel this way. I always feel bad, or I always feel sick, or I always feel some form of depressed. But it just something told me not to go into the fog. It was crazy because I could not get my Uber driver to go under the parking deck. So I sent him instructions. I was like, please go under the parking deck. And he went, and he was across the street at the hotel across the street from the parking deck I was under. I was like, why the hell he's not moving? So I felt some kind of way. I was sitting up there cussing and fussing, walking to the car, and I did not like the vibe I got from the vibe. I did not like the vibe I got from the fog. I didn't like that. Could it be they opened a portal? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But it was just weird to me that something was like, don't go into the fog. But I couldn't get this Uber driver to go under the parking garage. I was like, why is he not? I think he can't read English. I think he can speak it, but he can't read it. Because when I got in a car with him, it seemed like everything was in Spanish, and I was like, okay, well maybe he can't read English. But I gave him specific instructions. I was like, please, I'm like, everybody else ride share well under the parking garage. He did it, and it irked me, and it was just I kept getting the vibe, don't be in and ever since then, I felt weird from the fog. So yeah.
There's something.
So I want y'all to look at this, okay? They're talking about a mysterious goo. It looks like snow, or it looks like sea foam, but it's like some mysterious goo. Watch this.
Something really strange going on with the sky. In the past couple of months, several videos have been popping up of what's supposed to be this mysterious substance that's been falling together with the rain or snow. I'm going to show you guys a couple of videos so you have an idea of what I'm talking about. Check this out. This is the first video.
So I was cleaning off this car and I saw these crazy little rainbows. And I was like, where are those rainbows coming from? What? Come here, look at this. Where are these rainbows coming from? What is in the snow that's causing the oily rainbow?
Loads of people suggested that this is actually an oily substance that was already in his windshield, so he tested it in another car.
Okay, different car. Gotta test the theory. What makes it do that?
Now, this isn't the first time something like this happens. Actually, it's been happening all over the U.S. and also other countries like Mexico.
Acaba de llover en Mazatlán, Sinaloa, en la Gutiérrez Pájara. Entiendo la inundación, entiendo lo mojado, pero la espuma como por qué. Está lleno de espuma en la calle.
There's something really strange going on with this sky. In the past couple of months, several
I see that. Snow does not supposed to do that. No, snow is not supposed to do that. We haven't gotten, well, I mean, there's snow in the mountains in Georgia, but we haven't gotten any snow here. But that's weird.
Girl.
These people in Oakland are sick.
Okay, this next video that I found that I thought was interesting was she basically say that people are leaving Oakland. There's something weird going on in California, but they don't know specifically what is going on. And I'm going to give my theory as to what I think is happening in California, but watch this video first. And I noticed my Wi-Fi was trying to act funky. Don't do me.
Seriously struggling is because there's no jobs. There's no way to get money, to make money, to pay bills. Everything that come here closes down. Dunkin' Donuts came to Oakland. Dunkin' Donuts shut down. Can't make it no more. We have the Starbucks right here. Starbucks gone, closed down, leaving Oakland. Can't make it here no more. We just got this Raising Cane's restaurant over here. They had to close down the inside. Gone. Can't open no more. Almost every business that opens up in Oakland closes. Businesses closed. Everything closed. Next to Chipotle closed. In-N-Out Burger on the other side of this used to be a Walmart. We don't even have a Walmart in Oakland. You know you ain't got no jobs if you don't got no Walmart in your city. You know your city's struggling if you don't got no Walmart. Walmart closed down. Walmart could not survive Oakland. Oakland is a hard place to survive. We got In-N-Out Burger right there on the other side, ready to close down. And I'm pretty sure Panda went after that. Next to T-Mobile and Chipotle, the little restaurant in there closed. The little restaurants across the street you can't see in their parking lot closed. All these big old buildings, big giant buildings, empty. These people in Oakland are seriously struggling.
This is what I think is happening. I have two theories. I just came up with two theories. One, I think they're gentrifying the area. So with gentrification, I noticed that in this area I stay in, it's a majority Black area. And I noticed that there'd be like big buildings or or shopping centers that's just completely empty. Like nobody's been in there, nobody's in there. What's happening is gentrification. So she said, she's like In-N-Out, but which I'm trying to figure out why In-N-Out Burger is closed, Lenny. Not Walmart is closed. Walmart loves to be in somebody's ghetto. How you think they found that girl who sat up there who didn't have no clothes on their child? How you think they found her? The Walmart's in the ghetto. That's the first thing they did. The first thing they do is when they gentrify an area is they put a Walmart in their area. So for Walmart and In-N-Out Burger, we just talked about In-N-Out Burger. It's a long line in In-N-Out Burger. Okay. So either it's gentrification or they're about to level the city. Or I don't know if y'all saw the movie San Andreas. I don't know what side of the end San Andreas fault is with Oakland. But I think there's going to be a bad earthquake that breaks California into pieces. Let me tell you why. Because I got another video I want to show you that has to do with Cali.
Y'all remember that?
Because now they're saying that San Francisco is going through some stuff too.
Conspiracy theories or anything, but check this out. So I saw this video.
Did you see
They just did some weird law with house insurance in California. Yeah, they removed house insurance out there. State Farm is pulling out of that market. I don't feel like something massive is going to happen.
And not even 2 minutes later, this text message pops up. Pause to read.
Y'all thought that shit was cap, right? Peep this. Now y'all tell me, why is all of these major companies, bro? We talking about the pushers and movers of the, you feel me? Of the shits. Why are they leaving? Bro, all of the major stores in San Fran is closing down. Yo, like, the Disney store, bro? Like, the Disney store's leaving? Yo, I really want y'all to think about.
You see it? So it's not just Oakland, it's San Francisco. I think they're preparing for a big earthquake. I mean, it's not, because I'm looking at the comment section, they're saying, well, it's bankruptcy, but I think they're preparing for a big ass earthquake to split Cali in half. They're already talking about that Cali is going to get flooded again. Cali was flooded last year. Cali's about to get flooded again. So I think they're expecting a natural disaster to happen in California, and it could be one that has to deal with water. I think they're expecting an earthquake and a tsunami very soon. That's my theory. I'm not saying it's true. It's a theory. Okay. And I think I heard someone say, don't move to California. And that's wild to me. That's wild. But I heard people say, don't move to California. Somebody say, don't move to California. I've been hearing that a lot. What the hell is going on? But I really think there's going to be a devastation, that is going to be an earthquake, and it's going to be a tsunami afterwards. That's what I think is going on.
Seeing that I'm
All right, baby girl.
I got some more. Speaking of, somebody brother's always in Atlanta. I ain't gonna say no names, but your little brother is always in Atlanta. He's supposed to be in Atlanta for a whole week. And every time he comes to Atlanta, he be in Atlanta for a whole week. I know he got an event that same week he's supposed to be here. But, I'm just saying, cool.
Born, you have to.
I need you to listen to this guy real quick. And just listen to what he has to say. It makes sense. When he said that, I was like, oh my God.
Take the sole of your feet, they put ink up under it, and then they make you put the sole of your feet on a piece of paper. So you automatically sell your soul. So parents are selling their children to the corporations. Corporations. Corpse means dead. So you're selling them to these dead corporations as soon as they're born. Then they tag them with a number. This number is literally a trust TDA account where there's millions and millions and millions of dollars that you can never ever tap into, because the moment you tap into it, that means you got your freedom. We should not be working. We should not be having to pay taxes. This is our land. We are not civilians here, and we're not citizens. This is our land. We was here first. But you got the $5 Indian, the way they came in, and they
Girl. See, I didn't even touch it like that. I was just switching screens and it did that. Okay. Got you. Do I still have it? Because when I pick up stuff, I pick up stuff, and when I start to look at it and start to talk about it, it's supposed to stay. Yeah, it's gone. Wow. Okay. And to also, I want to add to the last one with California and those stores. Y'all notice there's been mass stealing of these big brands. They've been mass stealing these big brands. Those people are paid to do that. I don't think people are just going wild and doing this. I think people are being paid to do that because nobody can afford them. All right, let me find something else. What's this? This is interesting to me. All right, so okay, this is what I'm getting from this because I'm talking about the strange and hold on, I didn't. This wasn't even sharing. Okay, but just to explain, she's going a little fast. Just to explain what she's talking about, since that went down when that guy was talking about you sold your soul and stuff like that. I got you guys, okay? But it's called conspiracy theory for a reason, okay? Some things are just theories. Granted, if it wasn't true, why shut it down? But anyway, she basically saying that it was this man that was born to a woman. His mom died for 4 hours later after she gave birth to him, and he was taken to an island full of monks. And he didn't get, to me, it sounded like he had no choice but to be part of the monks. And so part of the monastery, they don't allow women on the island because they have a vow of celibacy. Because y'all sitting up here pretend like men don't try to screw each other. But okay, cool, whatever. You know? But I'm just going to continue with that.
This man lived and died without seeing a single woman in his entire life. You see, Mihailo Tolotos was born in 1886, and only 4 hours after his birth.
Okay, yeah. That's what that is. That's strange. That's weird. Can't be tempted with something you never seen, right? But then, like, don't that make you attracted to men? Girl, I saw this. This dude looks straight up like Alan Rickman as Snape. It's just so weird. It's just something I thought was weird. Okay, let me find something else. I didn't really read that story, but it's a story I want to talk about. Okay. Oh yeah, I want to show you this commercial because I feel like the girl in this is a commercial for Maison Margiela fragrance. You know, they're responsible for I forgot. The girl in this commercial to me looked like somebody everybody know. Just look at it. She looks like Meghan Markle to me. Meghan, girl, you need to get your likeness back. Okay. I saw this. I posted I was gonna post it on my Instagram, but I didn't say anything. I don't live within 2 miles of this facility in Northwest Atlanta, but I find this to be interesting. I'm gonna keep this one.
Did y'all know we used to have 13?
I want y'all to hear this. It says 13 months in 1928. Okay. 1928, which is weird because my great grandmother was born in 1928. So what month was she really born in? I'm just curious.
Months in a year. I want y'all to look at this right here. Look, the first always started on Sunday, and the 28th. 28 days exactly with that extra month. That's how it used to be. Wait, there's 13 moon cycles in a year. Each cycle lasts 28 days. Here's the one that's really going to get you, dude. So conveniently, if we examine a turtle's shell, we find the same pattern of numbers of lunar months in a year. You can count them. Look, there's 13 in the middle, and then there's 28 on the outside. Any turtle you can find, do it. Here's an example right here. Look at that. Boom, boom. See, it's just crazy. So many things are like the 28 day, the 13 cycles, the 13 zodiac signs. So September should be the 7th month, okay? Sept, and then what is oct, like octagon, 8. October should be the 8th month. So it should start in April. April should be the first one. Spring comes, it starts a new year. It makes so much more sense. I'm just saying, it's very interesting.
It does make sense. Because September is 7. Sept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. October. Octo. 8.
Interesting. The fact that a turtle shell, you can literally count on the shell. Everything runs in cycles, man. Like a woman's cycle is every 28 days. There's the 13 zodiac signs.
That is true. It's every 28 days. It's not every 30 days.
The moon phase is 28. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. Did y'all know we used to have?
The sad part 2 will cover why. No wonder we disoriented and don't know what's going on this planet.
And these people don't.
Okay. I'm gonna make the show. Before I get into that video that y'all just with the homeless, what was it? A homeless woman was arrested for shooting a music producer. Which I'm like, what was her beef with him? What was her issue with him? That's kind of strange. Let me see if I can find some more weird videos. Like, oh yeah, I got the Trump one. Okay, so I want to talk about this homeless person attacking a music producer for real quick.
These people don't want to go on camera, but they do confirm what police say. The victim is William J. Edwards III. He works in the music industry, had a recording studio, small one in Hollywood, and his Instagram says he works with artists like Little Cobain, O.J. Marco, Travis Scott. He was here in the morning in his car with his headphones on. And here's what people say they heard and saw. Watch.
He wasn't moving, and I was just like, what is that?
What she saw on her way to work inside this dark vehicle parked off 29th Street.
I saw a guy dead in his black car.
It was the body of 46-year-old William Edwards III, shot to death shortly after 10 in the morning while sitting in his vehicle on 29th and Ocean Park. Santa Monica police saying they have arrested a suspect, a 27-year-old homeless woman identified as Kayla Denise Mackey.
Everyone was freaking out, basically. Everyone walking past going, damn, not in our beach town. Like, we don't want this happening.
Especially with publicity surrounding crimes involving suspects described as homeless. From a Santa Monica council member attacked while walking on the 3rd Street Promenade last July to the arrest in November of 24-year-old Adrian Jose Dugas for allegedly carjacking a group of people on one of the city's parking lots. While the motive for this shooting remains under investigation, the murder of a man sitting in his vehicle around 10 in the morning is troubling even with an arrest.
Been here over a decade.
So you've seen...
Yeah, more and more issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over in recent times, for sure.
Does it worry you more than it normally would?
Yes, definitely.
Really lovely around here. It's been beautiful. Like, that was just a terrible way to start your day, see a dead body. If this was just about an argument you had, somebody's dead now.
Williams' family saying they don't want to talk to media right now, but they do confirm he is the father of 2 young sons. Again, this whole thing's still under investigation. Anyone with any information is asked to call Santa Monica Police. I'm Christina Gonzalez. Back to you guys in the studio.
You can understand that the family is hesitant to speak. Okay, Christina, thanks so much.
These people don't want to go on.
Isn't that weird to just randomly take the life of a music producer just because he was sitting in his car at the wrong time? That's kind of strange. That's weird. But then once again, what's going on in California? What the hell is popping off in California? There's some strange stuff popping off in California. Okay. So I want to talk about these dudes talking about Trump's odor.
The odor.
This is how you know people don't like you. They start talking about you stinking and stuff.
The stench, the stink. How bad is it? What do you know about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. I mean, think about the best way to describe it. I've tried to take like armpits, ketchup, like a butt, and kind of put it in a blender, and makeup, and put that all in a blender. And and you bottle that as a cologne. That's kind of that. But it's amazing. Like, I've been amazed that, everybody's just kind of like learning about this now. But again, I think the bigger point is he's a weak human being. But look at this. He had his people respond to me on this.
The odor.
Girl, for you to sit up here and say he smelled like ketchup and butt and makeup, I can't. That's how you know you don't piss somebody off, is when people have to say you stinking. Let me see. What else is weird? Like I said, I'm dealing with the weird. I say conspiracy theories because, you got to have stuff that grip people in.
If you sense a demonic presence,
I kind of want to talk about what Monique has to say. Now I want to talk about what Mark Curry was saying about Steve Harvey. What else? I got a lot of stuff. I want to talk about this video with this man talking about this singer encouraging kids to quit school. So let's go ahead and hit it right here. Let's hit it.
So when you hear Taraji say, first of all, and I just want to give you step by step, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you hear those sisters say, when we showed up, we didn't even have any trailers. When we showed up, there was no food. When we showed up, we had to get ourselves to the set. When you hear all of these things, and who was at the helm of this production, James?
Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, so when you hear all of these things, and then you start saying, see, this is the treatment of the Black actress. It's nothing new. It's nothing new that the trailers are subpar. It's nothing new that either the food is subpar or there's no food at all. That's nothing new. So when Oprah Winfrey sits at the helm and Taraji P. Henson says, it's an honor that we were handpicked. We were handpicked for this movie. Well, if they were handpicked for that movie, those women should have been taken care of from the moment go.
Right.
There's no way they should have walked up and there were no trailers. There's no way there was no food. And then when you hear Oprah say, but when Taraji called me, what did I do, Taraji? Lady O fixed it. When Taraji called Oprah, what happened was, James, Oprah got caught. That's what happened.
And if you look up the title of producer and what it is a producer's job is, you'll find that what Oprah fixed should have already been prepared when they got there under the title of producer. There need not be a fix.
And you know why things like this can happen, though, James? And we all watched those videos with Oprah Winfrey and Taraji. We all hear different things that Oprah Winfrey may say when it came down to Harvey Weinstein, and we don't want to put this all on Harvey Weinstein because we'll miss the what, silver lining?
Because we'll miss the point.
We'll miss the point. We've watched this person, as I'm watching these videos now, and everything was, didn't I champion for y'all? As soon as you called me up, didn't I champion for y'all? For the production. It's like Oprah Winfrey, stop it. Stop it. Because what you did was you didn't champion for those black women, for our sisters. You didn't champion for them. What you did was you, in my humble opinion, it was, we can treat them just like we always treat the black actress. Who gonna check me, boo? I'm Oprah Winfrey. So then when Oprah Winfrey got the call, well, I fixed everything, but y'all know everything should have been done when you showed up. And that's the part that we're missing. Everything should have been done when our sisters walked on that set. It is no way that should have gone down like that. And now when you see our beautiful sisters saying, yeah, but it got fixed, it's like, y'all, we're making it worse doing that.
And either one or two things is true. Either Oprah is powerful, or Oprah is not as powerful at three things. Oprah is powerful, Oprah is not as powerful as we believe, or Oprah chooses not to use her powers as it relates to championing for folks that need championing for.
And you know what, too, James? And I say these things that I'm saying to you humbly. So when this comes out, I hope that it reflects the humility that we're trying to put with it. Okay?
Yes.
It was easy for our community to accept a broken black woman. And we saw Taraji be broken and bent over and crying. It's hard for our community to accept a black woman that has a strong black man by her side saying unacceptable. In an industry,
while exhibiting strength herself, you see two black people coming together saying, listen, we can sit up here and talk about being pro-right, pro-black, or we can sit up here and talk about being pro-truth. Because that doesn't have any colors. Gender bias is not included. We just talking about what is true. And if we deal with what is true, it will help better those people so they won't have to hide from what's real. They can be truthful and say, you know what? Y'all don't know what it is to be Oprah Winfrey. You don't know what it is to be Tyler Perry. Success is a drug that you can easily want more of, and we lost our way, and for that we want to apologize. How can we make it right? Do you know how wide the arms of the community would embrace them for telling that truth?
So when you hear Taraji say, first of all, and I just want to give you step by step, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you hear those sisters say, when we showed up, we didn't even have any trailers. When we showed up, there was no food. When we showed up, we had to get ourselves to the set. When you hear all of these things, and who was at the helm of this production, James?
Okay, so it's just starting over. I have my theory on this. I think she didn't have the funding for the movie. Like, she couldn't get someone to fund the movie the way she wanted to fund the movie. I know the first thing people will say is Oprah Winfrey's a billionaire. Yeah, but you got to keep something for yourself. Okay, you got to take care of yourself. Okay, you got to feed yourself. You can't put all your coins into one something. You know what I mean? So I feel like they didn't get the funding they thought they were going to get, and the movie didn't do good anyway. And so Hollywood was like, see, told you it wasn't going to do good. Now people are going to feel like, okay, well, maybe this affected the box office. No. I think people don't want to see, it's not because of what Taraji said. People don't want to see the movie. It's because you get tired of watching Black people suffer. Because the movie Color Purple, if you saw the original one with Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey, it's about suffering. And people are tired of the struggle footing scenario with Black people. Like, let's show Black people thriving. We're tired of seeing Black people struggling. We're tired of seeing Black women struggling. We're just tired of that. But I don't think the movie got the funding that they thought they would get. Because to me, I just don't think the movie got the funding. They didn't get the backing they wanted. Okay? That's my theory. Okay? When it comes to that whole movie. That's why they didn't have no trailers. That's why they had to drive themselves to set. Stuff like that. That's the other thing I said I want to talk about. Okay. Mark Curry.
So tell me about said thank you. So what's up with you and Steve, man? I ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that. On what show? When he was on his the talk show he had, and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching. Somebody called me and said, "Man, homeboy doing your material." So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. You know, this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you didn't have to do that, homeboy. Right. So, you know, you made enough money. You know, wow. You made enough money. You did enough. You know, why are you on my material? Right. You know, what's that about? You know, and then, you know, people want to jump up. Oh, he didn't know. He didn't steal your. So, yes, he did. Yeah. You know, so, you know. And so that there's no need to do, no one else has did that.
So this was on his talk show. Which talk was his TV talk show?
His TV talk show.
Okay, this was the one he had on NBC just recently.
Whatever, yeah. The one that.
So tell me about
never said thank you.
So what's up with you and Steve, man?
I ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that.
On what show?
When he was on his damn, who took his show from him?
Kelly Clarkson.
How can Kelly Clarkson take your show, homie?
Hey, bro.
Damn.
You know, so
you got your show took by Kelly Clarkson.
You know what's crazy?
Damn.
I met my fiance on Steve's show, on Steve Harvey's talk show. Yeah. So that's another story. But I want to get back to that because I think that is the most lewd thing a comic can do.
Yeah. To me, right? I step to you.
Right?
I'm gonna step to you.
You ever step to him?
Yeah, step to him.
What'd you say to him?
Yeah, tell us about that.
Ask him.
Okay.
Damn. Who took his show from him?
Kelly Clarkson.
So this is to further reiterate what Cat Williams was saying about what Steve Harvey did, which is he stole, you know, Steve Harvey stole the idea of hanging with Mr. Cooper, and he created his show, The Steve Harvey Show, which is funny because it's like, you know, you gotta understand, you know, during this time period, I was a kid, so everything seemed like a blur. But I was wondering what happened to hanging with Mr. Cooper. And then to see Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and you see the Steve Harvey Show, you see it's very similar situations. But I think Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Mark Curry was the principal, as for Steve Harvey was a music teacher. So, yeah. I'm not going into any particular order. I kind of want to talk about this because when I showed y'all the video of an old girl having a seizure, this is how she reacted to Zeus. They treated her on Zeus. She was very mad. And there was somebody in the medical profession who said she was really having a seizure. So that's disgusting. That's sad. That's sad that she was actually having a seizure, a medical health issue, and people thought she was playing. People threw water on her and everything for that.
Bruh, Lemmy, LJ, y'all foul for this shit. Cause if I would have known, I would have never told y'all to post this shit, bro. This shit hurts, bro. I was fucked up. I was fucked up, bro. I'm watching myself, bro. I was vomiting on myself, bro. I was throwing up on myself. I had vomit in my mouth. While clearly bitches was saying I was lying. I was faking. It's no heart, bro. It's no heart. It's no heart. And that's fucked up. I listen, let me say, God forbid that shit ever happen to any of y'all. I didn't know what happened to me. I didn't know what, bro. I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about until I just seen this shit. Zeus, bro. Lemmy, LJ, y'all foul for this shit. Cause if I would have known, I would have never told y'all to post this shit, bro. This shit hurts, bro. I was fucked up.
Yeah, Zeus, your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. Like, what the hell? And then for the girls to bully her for having a seizure is just crazy. That's bananas. Okay, let me see if I got any more videos talking about some weird. Oh, y'all want y'all to hear from the 102-year-old Titanic victim about what really happened to the Titanic.
After the Titanic went down, they offered claims. She never sunk. Yes, it did. It's gone. It sank right to the bottom of the ocean.
That's the first I knew of it. I thought the other thing was I thought she sprang a leak.
Well, she had a 300-foot gash in her. She had a pretty good leak.
Is that so? Did she really sink?
She sank. As far as we know, she sank.
That's the first I knew of that.
Mm-hmm. After the Titanic went down, they offered claims.
She never sunk.
You know, for somebody who survived the Titanic, because fuck this lady right here, to say it never sank, and you sit up here, yes, it did sank. Okay, but this is somebody who was on the boat versus you going by history, and she telling you I was on the boat, it didn't sink. It just had like a hole, a leak in it. Isn't that wild? That's wild. That's wild for someone who survived Titanic to say it didn't sink. And this bitch right here would say, no, it didn't. Yes, it did. Yes, it sank. The irony of that. Someone who was on a ship versus someone who wasn't on the ship. Don't want to talk about the pain of Jesus. There's some things I need to get rid of. I kind of wanted y'all to hear that Memphis said that he didn't put hands on K. Michelle, when it has been proven by the legal system that he did. I don't want to talk about the image of Jesus. Let's talk about this. I want to talk about this for Christmas. I didn't have the energy. I was working on Christmas Eve and the day before New Year's Eve, so I was tired. So No, it's not. It's articles talking about how they're not celebrating the birth of Jesus because of the war.
Will be a very
It's moving too fast. They're talking about Jesus and how he was actually black. And I have another video of someone re-entering. Because if you look at the Santa Maria in Spanish, in Mexico, not Spanish, in Mexico, she's dark. Could you not? All the old paintings, the ancient paintings, are darker skin tone people. Let me reiterate that. Okay. And let me tell you who the image that y'all worshiping of right now. Okay? See, do I have it? I want to talk about Uncle Luke. I'm going to do a thing with Uncle Luke one day. I want to talk about Uncle Luke. Just on Uncle Luke. Somebody else already did something on dang it, where is it? Somebody already did something on Aaron Hall. I ain't got nothing to tell y'all about Aaron Hall. Because I just found out myself about Aaron Hall. Okay. When I found out about Aaron Hall, I was like, what? And then they played the song. And when he said this, and I was like, no. So here's a video about who the image of Jesus really is. The image, the white Jesus.
With you.
I'm about to read you this word for word so you don't have to. This information is very researchable. Between 1502 and 1503, Caesar Borgia hired Leonardo da Vinci to be an architect and engineer, in which him and Leonardo da Vinci became intimate lovers in a homosexual relationship. Ooh. Expressing his love for Caesar, Leonardo painted pictures of him. Caesar's father, Rodrigo Borgia, who later became Pope Alexander VI, under the authority of the Catholic Church elite, had his son's picture up as Jesus Christ in the Western world, and ordered every picture of a black Jesus destroyed. Caesar also had relations with his own sister, Lucrezia, and killed his own brother, Giovanni, in 1497. And this is the man whom the Catholic Church gave their consent to allow his picture to be put up and to be portrayed as Jesus Christ.
Something that doesn't say.
Y'all remember the argument on the TV show Good Time about Jesus? And they could not make Florida. Florida had a picture of a white Jesus. And they were arguing about how Jesus looked. And she's like, regardless of how Jesus looked, this is my Lord and Savior, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Like I said, you go to Mexico and look at the Virgin Mary, or over there is known as Santa Maria. She's dark skinned. So, they said the Antichrist rise out of Rome. Was the Antichrist, what's his name? Was it Borgia? What's his name? I forgot. What's his name? Let me see what his name is.
Sit right with you.
I'm about to read you this word.
Caesar Borgia. So, and in the Bible, it says the Antichrist rise out of Rome, right? So is this what this is? Because we take things physically. We think, okay, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we're going to be hanging out and then this dude from Rome gonna be like, I'm Jesus. But have we been worshiping the Antichrist the whole time? This white Jesus? Who was boyfriends with Leonardo da Vinci? That makes sense. Most artists are like that. Most creative people, they go whichever way the wind go. You know, it's like whatever. I just like sex. So, with that being said, because this is in Italy, right? That means this is the Antichrist. When you catch it, and if you have to watch my live back to catch what I'm throwing, y'all been worshiping the Antichrist the whole time. That white Jesus that y'all had sitting up in there. And I was always told growing up, I remember when I first started getting conspiracy theories, the one thing they said this, and I remember my uncle said this too. My uncle said it too, and he's right. If you buy crucifixes, be careful of buying pictures of Jesus. Be careful with buying crucifixes and stuff like that, because they said that allegedly they're cursed. Okay, so you buy a crucifix, whether it's in your house or something like that, it curses the foundation of your house. You wear a necklace with a cross on it, it curses you. I remember my uncle got onto my cousin, because my cousin, he was going through his phase of looking like a ghetto rapper. And because I'm saying ghetto rapper because not all rappers are ghetto. Okay. They may play off ghetto, but some of them are literally from England. So, but he said you're wearing a coffin on your neck. How would you feel if somebody had your image of you dying on you? But to go deeper, the picture of white Jesus. Jesus is not white. I always thought it was the one thing I used to fight with was the hair of wool. I was like, I don't know no one who is of the Caucasian of it all, which that's politically wrong to call somebody white Caucasian. They're really European Americans. Which that's also wrong because they're not fully white. But for you to have a part in the Bible where it talks about his skin color and his hair color and his hair texture was wool, you name a white person, which granted there are some white people who do have some thick hair. They got some thick, heavy hair. That's known for that. And they always put Jesus with fine hair. He doesn't have coarse hair. He doesn't have hair wool. His hair is fine. So, and this goes all the way to thinking about the whole time. Sorry, I'm over here crumpling this up. But the whole time, y'all, you know, in the Bible, it talk about the Antichrist rising from Rome. And I just always got the vibe that the Antichrist has always been here. This is the Antichrist, y'all. Caesar Borgia. He literally came from Rome. Y'all been worshiping Caesar Borgia, his image. Okay, his image is a love story between him and Michelangelo. Which that also make you think about some of the things Michelangelo put in his because let me look on my tablet about Michelangelo. Now I just told y'all to not be playing with stuff when the thing is red, and I'm over here on my tablet and it's red. Let me look this up. Leonardo da Vinci. Because y'all know there's a book by Dan Brown called The Da Vinci Code, where he said basically Da Vinci was given code as to who was the real Jesus. And somehow we end up in France. I was like, the hell is going on? He died from a stroke. Okay. But it's ironic, right? What they said when Dan Brown in the book called The Da Vinci Code, where Da Vinci was giving you secret ideas that Jesus was actually a married man. But somehow we ended up in France and finding his ancestors, girl. Yeah. Let me see if I have something else. Yeah, something else talking about something. There's a whole lot of weird stuff going on, strange stuff going on. And if I save the article, I save the article. But yeah. I'll be back on here another time. I don't want to go past an hour, which I already have 11 past. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I'll be starting on my podcast, These Walls Are Thin. I'll be starting my dating app issue situation. You guys are going to be so shocked about this because y'all going to be shocked. Y'all going to be like, what? And the funny thing is some of this fell in my hand with the passport bros. So I'll be talking about the passport bros again too. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. Thank you guys for coming to my live. I am so